So my initial thought was, I'm the stand-in player. What would be the funniest but not most competitive list? And I thought, well, I spent all this money on Golden Company, so why not use it? I could have went heavier with my competitive list, but I was like, nah, there's no point. I'm not here to win a tournament, I'm here just to help out. But I did have a lot of thought in synergies. The fact that those two got the points dropped by 1 meant I can get a cheeky extra 4-point NCU in. And Walder just really works really well with this army. Because this unit of crossbowmen with Dario, I would have preferred Braun as well to give me options of where to put out the attacks. But again, I can't ask for too much. But Dario's unit can do, if he's successful, he's got money bags, he's got swords, he's got his own attack, and he's got Walder Frey. So he can do 4 shots if he's lucky, but obviously it depends on tactic zones. So in 1 round I can do 5 shots of shooting, right? The elephants kind of work for a screen. They can then charge the target as well. So this unit can do 4 shots and a melee attack if it's lucky. So being able to activate 1 unit 5 times is insane. The elephants really work really well against high armor. But again, I have to make my charges, or not get them killed in turn 1. I think Peter Baelish didn't need his change. I don't think having order tokens made a difference, but I understand why. It's to stop every other faction just taking them as an auto-include. I would have liked to see Roos have a better ability than just take a panic test. He's Lord of Fear. He should have minuses to that panic test. But again, until they do something new with the neutral faction, it's not going to be competitive in any way. It's just a bit of fun. It'll throw a spanner on your opponent's thoughts. It certainly confuses a lot of people because they've never played against neutrals. The one thing I would say about the model sculpts, I love the crossbowmen. I think not having everything so similar with the sculpts made it really nice. Because my other Bolton factions, all the models look exactly the same. Other problem I have is the elephants face the same way. Mammoths don't. Mammoths have got a cool new pose. Yeah, the trunk is slightly different, but why are they looking to the left? I don't know. Is it maybe because the sun sets in the east or west? I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing this army. I think I need Dario to have money bags all the time because it gives them sundering in melee. But again, it's difficult to decide whether I should charge or shoot. Shooting is better, but the cheekiness of a charge on a unit that's nearly dead gives me better position next turn because of the surge forth if I'm lucky. And I think just having the reckless strikes on an elephant, yeah, you've got a unit that's got 3 ranks. I get 4 basic dice plus 3 because I've charged. Reckless strikes. So not only am I potentially getting critical blow, if I get really lucky, I could wipe out a unit with 1 attack. It's not happened yet, but there's always that threat. And there's 2 of them. The neutrals dex allows me to bring cards back, so I can have that card 4 times if I really want you to. So something's going to die. Unfortunately, it's my stuff on turn. But yeah, I really do enjoy it. I do wish there was more options in NCUs for the faction. I wish there was more options for commanders. The fact that the other neutral factions have a dedicated commander for it, it seemed a bit strange that there isn't anything even in the works. But there's pirates, so that might be my next faction. It's just a whole load of pirates. It'd be interesting to see how they get the pillage tokens, if there's going to be a mechanic to get extra pillage tokens. But we'll wait and see, I guess.
Okay there, Roland Whites for fans. So this is my army that I brought to the Always Winter GT as my second list. So it has some similar units that I use with my other Stennis list as well. So let's get into them. So first off, I have Stennis, the rightful heir here, as my commander. He's sitting in the unit of Queensmen. I think the Queensmen are still a really good bunker. They can always get your Baratheon Justice out there if you really need it, especially if you get Tactical Approach. You really need a token engine going, and I think those are fantastic to have. And also the unit is quite sustainable, so it will stay quite a long time on the battlefield. Accompany them are of course the unit of Stormcrow Mercenaries with Davos in there. I think that one is one of those that is really needed in the army as a healing up for the army. It helps really well, especially to heal up this unit and the champions of the stack. This makes them really strong and durable, how and what, and of course your enemy has a hard time to get through those. And even then, they still got a 4-up save. The morale is a little bit on the tricky side, but still it's really good. So I think it's a really nice unit to have in the force. We also got a unit of R'hllor Lightbringers with us. I think you need some archery in this as well. This one can easily go behind the Champions of the Stack or the R'hllor Queensman to just give up that boost a little bit, get that damage out there if you need to. And also if they get attacked and they're nearby the Queensmen, they can of course also be one of your units that can draw Baratheon Justice due to the Queen's Blade ability. And then as final unit, I brought a unit of Champions of the Stack with a Glory Seeker in there. I think now these days you need to bring a Glory Seeker to get that morale back to 5. And also it's really nice because if you make the panic test, you ditch out 1 auto wound. It's a really good unit. It's still the same. It lost of course 1 extra attack dice, but hey, we can work around that if necessarily. But especially when they get Tactical Approach on there, since they charge, they still give out the weakened token. And when you're engaged with your enemy, you also give out the vulnerable token, which is kind of nice as well. To round up the list, we've got Petyr Baelish. Petyr Baelish is of course one of my staples. Still love him with 3 tokens. He's still really good, and he is one that really helps you getting those zones on the right time when necessary. We also got Patchface in there. I think Patchface is a lot of fun, especially if you can get the right cards out of there. So in certain matchups, if you know they've got some staple cards they really need, you can try and fish for those, get those out of the hand, and well, they can really turn over the game if necessarily is needed. And as final, we're gonna use Master Crescent. I've painted up Master Crescent for the Always Winter GT. Always want to try him out. He's a 5-point NCU, but I think especially with no one almost claiming the crowns at the beginning, he's a really good second player ladder for you as well. And especially if you play against someone with like 2 NCUs, you can even get the double the card amount with going on the ladders, and then maybe later on the crowns as well. I think what's also really nice is the fact that if you really need it, you just take out the unit. At the start of any round, you can activate Master Crescent and he can claim a zone right away. But at the end of the round, he dies. It's a sacrifice for the king. You can do this to just maybe finish up one of the units that you really need to take out. Especially if you've got Tactical Approach with Stennis on the unit. It does of course 3 auto wounds. which, well, if you can double tap Master Crescent, being as the last activation of the turn, and then at the start of the enemy turn, go right away again with Master Crescent. Maybe it's worth the activation to go, especially if you can take out like a thing like a dragon, or an important unit standing on an objective, or a unit that keeps your units in check. Can be really nice as well. So if you play it on the right ways, you can do that as well. And it can really change the momentum in the game as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. So again, it's 7 activations, as I previously mentioned. I think 7 is the ones with you see the most with the Baratheons. It's a solid list. I absolutely love it. Let's see how it will go. Okay, yeah.
Is my mic all right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
also good. All right. In that case, let's draw the cards.
Yeah.
And then... Okay. All right. And then in that case, I would say, have a lot of fun, Steve.
You too.
Good luck, man. All right. I will decide to go...
Yeah, I think this is the worst starting hand I could ever have.
Oh, okay. Oops. Sorry.
Garbage.
I will think... I will go first. Oh yeah, we've got your awesome...
Sorry, I'll take these off.
Ooh, nice, nice. All right, so it's for the start of the round. I always need to guess how and what. At the start of the round, I will not use Patch Face. However, I thank you. You gave me Tactical Approach in my first hand. Woohoo! So I will put that on Stannis.
It'd be nice if you could fish for that somehow quickly.
Absolutely. So, okay. So...
Is that one where you pass? No, it's the Renly one that passes a morale to get it.
No, this one is if I make attack actions. When I'm done, I can spend a token and I do D3, but if it's Stannis unit, it does 3 auto wounds.
No, I was thinking of the Renly one where you have, or Loras, where you have to pass a morale before you get the buff.
Yeah. Okay, so I will use Patchy Patch, and we will go on the letters. We're gonna give this one Weaken, please, and I will draw 2 cards. Okay, over to you.
Cool.
Then I got a start of any turn. Don't know if you have one.
Let's go tit for tat. I'll go for Roose.
Yeah.
I'll do his ability to make them.
Yeah. Do you have a start of any turn card, by the way, Stephen?
No turn
okay.
card.
So I will play Oath of Duty. I will play it on... I think I will put it down here on the champs. Okay, go ahead, sir. So use a 1 token. So Panic goes on to the mercenaries, you said?
Yep.
Right.
I'll go on the letters, but I'll change the effect to Roose's other ability. And just
To
make
big a
him take
panic test. Yeah, so normal panic test on an 8. So we pass currently.
So re-roll the 6 for
The
me,
6.
please.
Yep. So we will spend the panic.
Oh,
Still good. Okay. All right. I will use Master Crescent. Go on the crowns. But use his ability, Lovely Counsel. So it counts as a ladder ability. So I can draw again 2 cards.
Yep.
And put out a condition token. Let's put out Weaken on Dario's unit.
Cool.
All right.
I think I will pass with Peter Baelish.
Okay, sure. Nice, nice. And in that case, we are not in a rush. So Okay, in that case, let's activate. So we will do. Yeah, let's do the Stennis first. So we'll activate him, and he will march up. And go 6. Yep, over to you.
I'll activate this elephant,
Yep.
and we'll just do a maneuver.
Yep.
And over to you.
Okay. I will. I will activate the archers. We will maneuver as well. On march. We will go towards here. Awesome. Over to you.
I think I will go with Dario's unit.
Yep.
And I will march,
Sure.
but I will just go about there.
Okay. Okay. Then let's the hedgy. So
I think you're slightly off the terrain.
no, I'm probably on there. So if I move, I will be on there. So it's just
It's splitting hairs. It's millimeters.
yeah, that's okay.
It's up to yourself if you want to count it as -1 or if you want to roll for it.
So we move first 3 then, because I think, as I said, I will probably just. Yeah. It's if you maneuver a little bit like so, maybe you just pass it.
Well, dice it. See what you say.
Yeah.
I'm happy either way.
All right, then we will do that, and then I will march these lads up. Another 8. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, so they're definitely not going to get a cheeky wee shot. So I think what I have to do yeah, so if they just do a maneuver.
Yep. Sure.
Is their action. And over to you.
So if you would shift, you're in.
Yep.
Okay. Good. T. We will march up Davos. Oh. We'll go next to here. There we go. Okay, over to you.
So I'm right in saying you can't go a full 2 inches with your light bringers because of the tray.
Absolutely.
So what's that? Probably half an inch forward? Give or take?
Probably, yeah.
So in theory, the elephant can march just outside that and be safe.
Yeah.
Unless obviously you have shenanigans to move them, but if you're using Peterbilt, you're not shooting. Yeah, I think it's worth the risk. So the elephant will march.
Yep.
Just to be safe, I'll stop an inch away.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think what you said, I can just move up there and then that's it. So. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Then, since you have got a water left, we'll put Peter on here, and we will maneuver probably another 4. Do I want to be so close? Do I want to?
Well, drawback is I can't really charge you unless I'm in the front flank.
Yeah. Yeah, I will put him there. Come on. Let's get it started. All right.
So Walder Frey.
Yes. The late Walder.
Now, I have an interesting choice. I can shoot for fun. I'll probably get in short range if I move my full 2. Yeah, probably get it within short. Still got a token to worry about.
Yeah.
But it forces you to re-roll it. Or move the elephant to flank charge you next turn.
Sure.
But I feel that's a bad idea because I'll get absolutely humped with the other stuff. I'll do the safe option for now. I'll do the shooting.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Walder Frey doesn't need to change his zone.
Nope.
So shift to. Well, I don't need to shift fully to. I can just need to shift to the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Looking for 3s. Thank God for the reroll. So that is 3, but you do have a reroll.
Yeah.
You've got a 2-up armor, goes to 3-up.
I will take it, Steve. So we'll let Lee weaken on there. So 3 ups. 1.
Yep.
So I'll take 1.
Am I right saying their morale has decreased?
Yeah, but I've got a seeker in there.
Yeah, so it's high resolve?
Yeah, so it's back on 5. Nope.
So 1 more wound.
Yep. Yeah, it's 1 more wound. There we go. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're now looking like good cards now.
Sorry?
They're looking like good cards now.
Oh, you have good cards.
Well, not really. They were bad at the start, but
Yeah.
position-wise, they've made them really good.
Okay, cool. Then we go to clean up. This one becomes yours. What's this? Round number 2. All right, so let's see. So I think first the small cards go on.
Yeah. I'm generally thinking about discarding
Okay,
first.
okay, go ahead, sir. Don't worry.
I think I'll discard 1,
Okay, yeah,
which might be a bad idea.
okay.
No, it turned out to be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so.
No, that's.
Yeah,
Is that smart? Is it smart? Yeah, no, I think that's smart.
you need to open them, right? Did they change it here in the rule pack that you need to close them? Because in the rules it says you just need to open them.
Yeah, but you haven't picked yours yet.
Oh, I thought you always open them and then you react onto it. Yeah, I was not
No,
sure.
it's you both draw them,
Yeah.
then you both flip them at the same time. It's,
Okay.
it's to stop someone going, oh, well, you played that, I'll then change mine.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but
It makes sense.
Yeah. This is the better way. This is what I prefer. But this is unfortunately not how I read it. So that was the.
The beginning of round 2, at the start of each round, a player begins with the first player picking and selecting and each player selects and reveals.
Okay.
Beginning with the first player. So the first player is me.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been reading it wrong all the time. The way it's read is beginning with the first player, so I'm the first player.
Yeah.
Each player selects and reveals 1 mission card.
I don't mind with both, Steven. So it's okay. I think this one is more fun. So okie dokie.
I'll probably get slated for it later.
Let's see. I would. I didn't do that one yet. Are you going to? I'm not sure. Would now we be in how what? Probably. No. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Yes.
Right, so if you take your zone, I get a point.
Awesome. I have swords and horses.
Yeah.
So, should we put them here?
Yep.
Cool. I will do patchy pen patchy. Which ones I really don't like? Yeah. Steven, do you have reckless strikes in your hand?
No, sorry.
Okay.
I wish I did.
Better for me though. I want to be sure. So okay, over to you, sir.
To be fair, if I did have reckless strikes, I would have just maneuvered with the thing.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense.
Yeah, but still, if you can do the damage, then. Also, at the start of any turn, I would like to use Peter to claim the crowns for this round.
I'm also going to do
Peter, yeah.
But I'm going to claim the letters.
The letters. Okay, sure. So. So you will be the golden one.
Yep.
And I will be the silver one.
I'm then going to start a friendly turn.
Okay.
I'm going to play Sellsword Bravado,
Yeah.
targeting Dario's unit
Yeah.
because I get the +2,
Yeah.
and I'm in long range.
Yeah.
So as long as I pass,
Yeah.
so they're 6 up, Iron Resolve 5 up, +2 becomes a 3 up.
3 up, indeed. Yeah. All
Yep.
good.
So they become panicked and weakened.
Yeah. Kido, so with the panicked, stacks a bit on the weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm then going to activate this unit of crossbow,
All good.
shoot them. And I can shift back a wee bit to still be within the 6. And just make it a 2-up charge for you.
Sorry.
Make it a 2-up charge. So looking for 3s.
Yes, sir.
So just got 1 reroll. So that's 6.
Weekend, please.
And can you? Hoping that would have happened first turn. So that is 4 this time.
On 3s. All pass.
Yep.
Okay.
Over to you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna activate the archers.
Okay.
And we just messaged because you're standing on 14, so shift 2. You should have been in. I need to go to full 2.
Yeah, I think I was cautious enough and just make you go the full 2.
Huh? Yeah.
Cautious enough to make you go the full
Yeah.
2.
All right, so we're just on the 12th. Okay. Awesome. So 7 shots on the bad boy. 5.
Just vicious, I believe.
Yeah, this is also vicious. And if you fail, it pops over to one of your units in short range.
3 up.
Yeah.
So I failed 2.
2. Okay. Do you want to have some hearts here?
Yeah, I thought I brought my tokens out, but if you've got them there handy,
Yeah,
them
sure,
out.
no problem. So yes, 2.
So 6 up, -2,
8 up.
8 up. So fail, I can only ever suffer 2 wounds.
So another 2 then. Okay. So he lost 4. And then this unit can do a 1 with -2 as well, please.
So 7s.
Yeah.
Pass.
Okay. Yeah, the basic 5 with Iron Resolve, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Okey-dokey.
am going to trigger his
Yeah.
Sentinel.
Yeah. Sure, sure.
I'm not going to charge because that's just stupid. But I am going to maneuver
Yeah.
so I can get a wee cheeky shot later.
No. Okay. Over to you.
Start of any turn, I'm going to play Malicious Planning,
Yeah.
and I'm going to get a Tactics card, Commander card.
Yeah, because you have the letters. Yeah. So it's one of your commander cards.
Yes.
Lovely. So, or strike or negotiations. It should be right.
Just wait and see.
Yeah. Wow. Nah, bravado is. It's probably strikes and bravado. Okay. So still you, sir.
So what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
activate Dario.
Yeah.
So they've got a 3 up armor,
3 of armor, yeah. So 4 up.
So just shift to get
Yeah.
in range.
Yep. Gonna use his order to give me, what is it, Breath and Justice in hand? Because you're attacking a Ralor unit.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And it's always now Justice because Conviction is out there because they changed that.
Yeah, because it's broken.
Yep. I agree. Wait, this was... Yeah, that was the one I put on there. Sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
So that is 5 at -1.
Okay. Reroll with the weaken, please.
It's 4 at -1.
Okay, awesome. 4 on 4s. Okay, so 2.
Yep.
Ugh. Oh no. There goes my base. So morale 5.
Oh.
Mate.
Oh, lucky. I saw the one, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
jamming.
Okay. Okie doke. So after that, I will play Justice and will give you all 3 tokens to you. Because it is not engaged anymore. Alright.
Over to you, sir.
Oh yeah. I have no idea what to do.
You could just run away.
Yes, I can. I don't want to though. I think I will activate Davos, and I will just move him up to here, I guess. So he goes over there. So he goes 4, but he doesn't need to go far. Just needs to be probably here. Yep. All right.
I'm going to go with my elephant. And I'm just... Yeah, I think... Yeah, I'll do the maneuver. I don't want to be too greedy.
We'll go with Stennis. They move 6, right, Steven?
Yeah, move 6.
So it's a bit further than 9 at the moment. It's still front for him. I'm okay with that.
I'm going to activate Roos.
Yep, sure.
I'm going to give Davos unit a panic token.
Okay.
Then...
I will stack with that.
Cool. So he'll pass his activation afterwards. But I'll also then play Sellsword Bravado.
Okay.
So I'll give the target that unit. So again, on a 3-up.
But these are the same triggers.
No, Roos is an activation.
Yeah. Outside activation.
Yeah. When he activates, it's the same as Peter Baelish. It's not a order or a tactics card.
Okay.
So you're allowed to do them and.
Oh yeah, I
even
thought
though they have the
I
same.
thought it was an order instead of an ability.
He has order tokens, but it's not an order.
Okay, cool. Sure. So bravado again. Yeah.
Yep.
All good.
So they get both tokens.
Yeah. What was it? Bravado was weakened and
Panicked
panicked.
and weakened.
All good, sir. Yes, yes.
And I passed his activation, so I'm not giving you a point on the board.
Sorry?
I passed his activation after that.
Yeah. So, all good. So you grabbed again bravado.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, you need to do the token game, so I can understand that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't just let you have free shots at me without punishment.
Okay.
Oh, I'm such a bloody idiot.
Okay.
I could have saved 2 wins in that. Ah well.
It's probably worth the risk.
That's fine. I can. There's probably another reason I kept it just in case.
To start a friendly, I will mark target the elephant there in the middle. So he spends this one. So what I really don't want, no matter what's gonna happen, is getting water on that crown to give you double turn now and what. And that's worth the point though. Because at some point I have to. So
Not going to make it easy.
no, absolutely not. I don't want to have it easy as well. So don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Well, you've got stacks before you need to activate NCUs.
Yeah, or I can do the same like you and just pass. I think I will do that with Patchy Patch and just let him forgo as well. Weep, 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 weep.
I'm going to pass with Peter Baelish.
Okay. Nice.
Gonna have to take it. Bear in mind,
Yeah.
that one's activated, so the charge is, what, a 3 or a 4 up for him?
Yeah, it was 4 up.
Yeah. Fair enough, he's not activated, but they've still to activate,
Yeah.
so I'm going to have to move him before you move them.
Yeah, because Uncle Walder needs to go. Yeah, that's what I know. Yeah, because my other list is also Walder with like the King at the Wall list at home, so I know for sure that's the thing here.
And you could pass again.
Yeah. Thing is, I'm not sure if I want to pass here, but let's do it. We'll do Crescent, and he will pass as well.
Cool.
I'm not quite sure if that's the right one, but we'll see.
Alright, aye.
Yep.
Let's move an elephant back.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Okie dokie. Gonna give you the point now. So go on there.
Yep.
Gonna use a token and gonna use the swords to destroy this.
Okay.
So you get 1 point for that
Yep.
because I claim one of the zones.
No point.
Yes, sir. Over to you.
Awesome. I think I will. Go there.
Yep.
They've got a panic token on them, correct?
Yeah, they are a panic token. Yeah, absolutely.
You stopped that one.
Yeah. Yeah, with second stacks with.
I think I'm just going to have to take the hit and the charge. But these guys are going to go right back.
Sure. Okay. That's you completely done, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, start a friendly. I will use supply aid. I will just 1 moment, Steve. We need to get them here as well. I will use supply aid. We'll use 1 to heal up the 2.
Is it not up to 3?
Sorry?
Is it not up to 3? As in, you can take 0 and restore 1 wound.
Yeah. So it's what
So
you
you want to
remove.
restore two wounds, aye.
Yeah. So it's 1 plus 1. So it's up to 3. So you can get 4
Yeah.
like if you want to. Okay.
It just seemed a bit silly just taking one guy off.
I know.
And it's not like you're going to like die from it. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so they will activate. We will maneuver. Whoop. Whoop. And we're probably going to charge the elephant then.
Yeah, I figured so.
Okay. It's a 5 probably. Just a bit further.
Well, you'd have to direct line.
Yeah.
So your point of contact is just over 5.
Yeah, so 2 up.
This is where you roll a 1.
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh,
What?
you got it.
Toot. Awesome. So he becomes weakened because I successfully charge. And then 6 dice on trees with critical blow. That's everything. So 7 minus 1.
So looking for 4s.
Yeah.
So I fail 1.
Reroll with Thunderbolt token, please. So 3 more.
3 more.
So 7.
7. So he's got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
He's only -1, so 7s.
Yeah. He's gone.
He fails it.
Yeah. Reroll. So passes.
Passes automatically.
All good, sir.
Sentinel's going to kick in and charge them.
All good.
They're in.
Awesome.
I only get 5 though. Needing 4s.
Yes, sir.
So reroll these 2. So that's 4 at -1.
4 -1. Entries. Oh. 1.
That's enough.
Yep.
That's fail.
Yep. It's a fail. Yep. Absolutely. So that's 2. So it makes 3. Okay. 2.
Oh yeah, because I am as well.
Okay. Yeah, I will final strike this. So 3 hits back on that with -1.
Oh, because the. So 6s.
Yep.
Yep. So 3 go.
3. All right.
No panic to take, so on to clean up.
Sorry?
Said no
Yeah, it's the
panic
cleanup.
to take,
Yeah,
so
no,
clean
it's
up.
in a bit. And I will become the first player.
Yes.
We both used our Bailishes. The tactical approach is gone. King's Blade.
You still got weaken.
Just on 1 wound. I was like, I think I can easily do it with 7 on the side, but
Yeah.
was a really good roll.
The
we'll-
funny thing is,
Yeah?
I could have saved the 2 wins from the previous panic.
Yeah, which was much heavier,
Yeah.
of course. I will draw 2, Stephen.
I had no hand, so I drew
Okay.
3.
Alrighty. And I spent 1 of him, of course.
Alright, so I'll play this one.
Okay. Ta 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 ta. I will play this one, Steve. All right. So I have. Okay. I have. Every token is worth a point.
Every objective.
Yeah,
marker.
every objective. Yes.
So swords or.
Hoppa, there we go. Yes. Okay.
I have a feeling I'm losing an elephant.
I hope so too. Yeah. Okie dokie. So I will activate Peter.
Actually, before you do that, I've got to start of a turn.
Yeah, sure.
So, ironically,
Yep.
I have a weaken token on the elephant.
Yep.
So I'll put the weaken token on the stags.
All good. Yeah, sure.
That was a bit of luck.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Did you? Sorry,
Yeah.
I take it you weren't patching.
Yeah.
Patch face.
Yeah. But it was too late. You were already playing the cards, so that was the. I couldn't, but it's okay, man. Don't
It's just
worry.
when you said Peter Baelish, I
Yeah.
just assumed that was.
Yeah. So, I like. So here we go. we're gonna do Peter anyway. So we're gonna put Peter on there, use token, and do the attack. So we're gonna attack the elephant.
Sorry, I did that wrong. I have to remove that token
Yeah.
and replace it with that. I still have weakened.
Okay.
I don't have the letters.
Okay. Check. So
I'm replacing
that
the-
one for that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So we'll make an attack action. He becomes vulnerable.
Yep.
All right. And then I will play hours to give me +1 to hit. So hitting on 2s.
I'm going to have to make you re-roll it because
Okay.
otherwise I'm going to die.
So 1 miss, 1 comes back. So still 6 with -1.
No, dead.
Okay.
Sentinel will kick in.
Yep, sure. Is it before the search fourth?
You're engaged. You can't search forth.
No, no. Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
But Sentinel comes in before search forth anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it was more for me the trigger at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's the trigger for it? All right. It's also gone. Okay. Yeah.
So force.
Yes, sir.
So that's 2.
2. On 3s. Both made it. So you get 1 wound because of new seeker.
Yep.
And it's over to you.
Right. This is where the fun begins. So I'm going to Peter Baelish.
Yep, sure.
I'm at Peter Baelish, you know. Yeah, I'm going to Peter Baelish.
Yep,
But replace his own
yep.
with free maneuver.
Yep, sure.
Like so.
Okay. If I would change, I will come here. Okay. So here. Okay. We're gonna use Mass Crescent. Gonna put it on swords. We're gonna make an attack on these fellas over here.
Yep.
So they become vulnerable.
Yep.
See. So 6 on 3s. So 3 plus 1 is 4.
5 up.
Yep.
Make 1.
Successful reroll. Okay, so 4. Panic.
On a 5 up.
Yep. All good. Over to you.
I am going to trigger
I will play a
Sentinel,
card. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
and they'll charge them.
Okay, sure.
So they're in.
Yep.
I'll sit there.
So they both now use their Sentinel, Stephen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll say that. 4s. Re-rolling. So all hit.
Reroll, please.
So 2 this time.
2. On 2 up. All good. So is it all engaged units if I automatically pass?
One unit.
Okay, then I will do the wounded one. All right, over to you.
I'm going to activate this unit and retreat.
Yep, sure.
I'm only going to retreat out of engagement.
Sure. News patch.
Yep.
Go in here.
Yep.
Gonna make a retrieve of those.
Yep.
So 8. Okay. I'll be there.
Need to check the attack profile because
Sorry?
I need to check the attack profile. I've forgotten what the lowest one is for crossbows. So they get
4 dice, right?
4 dice.
Yep.
Well, they can't attack anyway, so it's them.
Yeah, that's them, yeah. Them or the elephant. Or Roos.
And then to you. They can't shoot. I'm just going to have to go with Dario's unit and hopefully cause enough to... And I can't really shift forward, otherwise he'll do nothing. I wasn't within 6 anyway, so.
Okay.
3s.
Yes, sir.
So 4 at -1.
4 at -1. On 3s. 2. 1, 2. Panic test on a 5. All good. Yeah, I will just need a moment. Beating you up with hammers and everything. So, if I probably charge them, can I search fourth back on the token? That's the question here. So,
If you put that there.
yeah, exactly. I want to get the awesome tool here. So, okay, so
You'd have to go to my 50%.
yeah, 50 here, and then return should be okay, I guess.
You'll pivot that way and go back 4.
Yeah. So I think I will do that.
Provided you can make the charge successfully and kill me.
That's true. That's true. Okay. So first at the start, there's still a long range. So we're going to kill 3, and we're going to heal 4. So 2, 3, 4. So 1 is here. They need to change that to only infantry because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, somehow a fucking guy on foot turned into a fucking horse.
Yeah. All right, so then we will do that and stay 1 inch away. Declare the charge. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right.
Come on, you guys. You can do it.
You become weakened.
So I'm going to play Planning and Insight to block 2 hits.
Sure. On 3s. So we have 4 of them.
4. No sundering, so 5 ups.
Yep.
I save 1.
Yep. Reroll it to get the maximum damage.
Yep.
Okay. So you
So I
block
block 2.
So still 1.
Yep.
It's enough for a panic,
Yeah.
but you need to crit fail here. So
5 up.
yeah.
I lose 1 guy
Yep.
because Iron Resolve.
Yeah.
And you're stuck there.
Which is fine.
Oh, squeaky bum time.
All good. Over to you. And you spend the vulnerable, Stephen.
Oh yeah. Sorry. That was a squeaky bum moment.
Sorry.
That was a squeaky bum moment.
Yeah. But you're the true patch face. You already foretold this that it will be a 1. So. Oh well. It happens, though. All right.
I kind of have to move the elephant.
Yeah, or you can do Roos.
Yeah. But no. I want to move the elephant because I need to deal with that. I can't just let that run through me.
Yeah.
They're no threat,
True.
but you're going to get 1-2 points there. Because you're going to move on there. If you move that unit, but you've still got that unit. So you've got more activations.
Yeah, I've got all 3 of them still.
I think if I do Roost first, just use last token to make them panicked
Yeah, sure.
and pass his activation.
Fine. I think for now, I'll just put activate Davos and go on here.
Yep.
And that's it.
The elephant is coming.
Yep.
Sit there. I'm going to be in the firing range. So I think,
Yeah, you need to go completely to the side there.
yeah. Then pivot and well.
No way, no way. Okay, then I will activate Stennis.
So you won't be able to claim it now that I look at the distance.
Sorry?
You won't be able to claim it fully.
No, maybe with the pivot.
You've only got a 4-inch move.
They can march.
Yeah, but you don't pivot before march.
No, so they go in a straight line, and then at the end they pivot.
Yes, so your center point always has to stay here,
Yeah?
right?
Yeah.
Your tray does not
No.
go over that fully. You'll
Yeah.
stop me scoring it,
Yeah.
but you won't score it yourself.
Yeah, which is, as I said, it's for me fine. I just need to get you over there in the in the corner and what. So, or at least was the plan though. Do I want to move that way or do I want to do that? That's the question here. Because you did Roos now, you did them. Okay, so I will do Stennis then. We will move 8. So as you said, I will be here on the side. Which is fine. Okay. I don't think you can see me in this way. Right?
No, I'd have to
Yeah. Okay.
move.
And then I've got at the start of the turn a trigger. I want to use adaptive planning and change his panic token for a weakened token.
Because that's not in charge range.
Not for me, but obviously. And then
Yeah, I think smart option is to heal. Yeah, so I'll go on there, but no, I won't actually. Because oh no, it gives you even points. Yeah.
Yeah, you will give me a point then, so I go to 2.
Yeah, so I'll go even points.
Yeah.
But I'll heal
3. Yeah.
Gives me some security, but not a lot. And that's the end of the round. No one. You score 1 or more.
I score 1. I still have got the archers though,
Yeah.
so we will.
They're not doing any.
Sorry?
They're not doing anything.
No.
Damaging wise. They're just maneuvering.
Oh. Damn it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. And then we're done.
4. I'm just going to ditch my last card because it's utterly useless at this stage.
Okay, yeah, I will both ditch them as well. Okay. And then I've got. Need to check the camera first. Okay. And then I will need to do a start a few of the rounds. So we'll use the patchy. Oh yeah, we'll first do the cards. Yeah, I will put this one. Okay. All right, what do you have, Steven?
Swords or horses?
Okay. Central objective.
Oh, all right. So you. Aye, so you don't score for the objectives naturally.
No, no.
Aye, right.
No. It's only with the cars. That's why you have 11 and 12.
No, I was thinking it was double points for some reason.
No. No. Okay. So then first I will do my second order for Patchy.
Yep.
What is something we don't want to? With planning and insight, you said you blocked 2 hits, right?
Yep.
How did you block 2 hits?
So planning and insight, you get one naturally.
Yeah.
I had.
You didn't have the ladders with wall that was open. That was the last time that they were captured.
Oh yeah.
So that would have meant the unit would have died.
Sorry about that.
Doesn't matter. Good to know at least. So okie doke. Do you have sellsword negotiations in your hand?
No.
No? Alright, wonderful. In that case, I will play tactical approach at the start. And I will do once per game, I will use Crescent. So you will die at the end of the round here.
Yeah.
So we will go on here, since you had the swords and everything. And I will just want to block you of that. So there is no healing whatsoever. And we'll just...
That's not true.
Sorry?
That's not true. I do have healing. I do have healing options.
Sorry?
I do have healing options other
Yeah?
than the bags.
Yeah, but with negotiations and what was the other one? You had one more?
So it was the sellsword negotiations is a count is controlling the bags.
Yeah,
And
but
I
restoring
heal
2 wounds.
+1 for each Stormcrow. With
Yeah,
that
yeah.
unit, but again,
Yeah.
I only restore 2 wounds.
Still, it's 2 wounds. You want to get back there. You want to get back on there. So,
I do have a question though.
yeah.
Why didn't you just take the swords? Because you will kill that unit. Right, you give me 1 point, but you get a point in return.
Yeah.
Because I'll become vulnerable. Because you're up by what 1 point, so
Yeah.
it doesn't change the standings.
Yeah. Let's do that then.
It's just
Yeah. Let's do it. So you get a point, and then I will make an attack action with them.
And it's safe to say that you will kill the unit.
Yeah. Okay. So we both get 1 point there then.
Yeah.
And they will.
They will do their
Yeah,
sentinel, but I will charge that unit.
Yeah, sure.
So they're in.
Okay.
So they're there.
Okay.
I'll then play Reckless Strikes on that unit.
Yeah, sure.
So 5 dice. Basically just looking for fucking 60s at this point.
Yeah. And once are wounds against yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they all hit.
Yep. Reroll.
Yep.
Okay.
So the 4 hits, but 1 is critical blow and 1 is a wound straight off the bat.
Yeah. So 1 wound,
And 5 saves
5 saves.
at -1.
Yeah. So 1 more. So we'll kill the horse. And then no, so we will fail, but I am panicked because I will get 0 damage now.
Yeah, I reroll the D3.
D3. So 1 damage. Okay. And now it's your turn. And this one's spent. They are only vulnerable though. Yeah. There we go.
Right, so start of a friendly turn, I'll play surprise strategy. I'll have to discard a card because I don't
Yeah.
have the letters.
Yeah.
I will
To get rid
then,
of the strike here.
no, I don't want regular strikes. I'm going to do planning and insight.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I will use Stannis Adaptive Planning, change that one into a weakened token.
I'm then going to go with Peter Baelish. Replace the zone's effect.
Yeah.
I will go on the letters this time. So
Yeah.
I do have the ability,
Yeah.
but change it to the bags,
Yeah. Yeah.
giving them.
A free attack action.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will hit automatically 3 this time.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have, what is it? Yeah, defender blocks 1 hit after deals 1. Control your command unit. Should do 2 of them. Why is it 3 then again?
Because he's my commander.
If you control or if your commander unit is the tackle.
Yeah, so it's actually in the FAQ that it counts as 3 if it's your commander's unit.
Yeah, you should. Okay. Okay. So you didn't have to have the letters then because it's already.
No, you need the letters to get 3.
to 3 at 3. Okay.
So if I did, okay, you get 1 naturally, 1 for being your commander, and 1 for having the letters.
All right. Let's do that then. So 7 dice.
Yeah. Hitting on 4s.
All good.
So that's 2 plus the 3, so
Yeah.
5.
Can you re-roll those for me, please? 1, so 4 then.
4.
All pass. So you get 1 wound.
Yep.
Use Patchy. Patchy will go on here. And we will. Let's heal the horse. Why not? Nope. Okay. To you.
I'm going to have to activate Bruce.
Yeah.
Take the crown.
Yeah. This unit is still weakened and panicked.
Yeah.
And Dallas.
Which unit I'm panicking, that's the problem.
Sorry?
Which unit I'm causing a panic test on. I have the highest chance in the mercenaries.
Mercenaries.
Yeah.
So on an. Nah. They pass?
Can't do anything.
Okay. Okie doke. Think I will then activate the champs. And go like so. Or do we? You change anyway, so okay, we'll do it like so. You become vulnerable. 6 dice here. So getting 1 back, and then I will do D3 wounds for the vulnerable token.
It's after defense dice is done?
Before defense dice are rolled.
Is it?
Yeah.
Explain.
So after my attacks, I need to roll 1.
Roll attack dice.
Yeah. So 2 auto wounds and 5 saves to make.
That's expended. I do have a question.
Yes.
Here's the funny thing, right? What you could have done, right? Because it's funny. His other ability changes that token, right?
Yeah, but I already spent that one this turn.
But you've got marked target.
Yeah.
So no, because that wasn't on there.
Sorry?
You haven't spent any tokens yet.
No, but you automatically become that one if they make an attack.
Yeah. But if you put marked target,
Yeah.
change it to a different token.
Yeah, but
you get
I can't, Steve. I already played that one this round. That's planning. I changed your panic when you made the second attack. Change it to weaken. So that was the. I already spent that one this round.
So was it
5. Yeah.
5 ups. That's gone. 4.
Yep. No, otherwise I would have done that, but
Yeah.
that planning was already spent this round. Okay.
5 ups.
Yes.
Take 1 more.
Yes. Over to you.
Might as well.
To the archers? Okay.
Well, I can't see them. But I can see them, so I can then pivot.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can't go through me, right? So you need to go then the far.
Oh no, it's a 12-inch charge.
Okay. And why not putting them to the side, activate, and then go there and help there?
Because you then activate and charge that,
That's true.
and tie that up.
But this is worth 2 points if I stand on there.
Yeah, but they can then shift over to there and shoot the fuck out of that.
That's true.
They can just sit there and do nothing. Because they're in prime position for
Yeah.
everything. That's why I wanted the panic test to go off.
Sorry?
That's why I wanted the panic test to go off.
Yeah. Yeah, but I rolled every panic on them with 9, so that was.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to chance my luck.
Yep.
So activate the elephant.
Yep.
So pivot to the point where I'm not touching your tray, right? But to the point where I make contact.
Yeah.
Come on!
Do we see the bag? Come on! Ah!
So 11 inches. To be fair, I think that is literally game at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you are first activation, is that right next?
No, you.
No, because it's you, me, you.
Oh, yeah. No, we've got that one.
Yeah. You just didn't move the thingy over.
Yeah. So I will be first then. But you can play the card, getting a point, become first player.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah. But at the point of you can shoot them.
I will do that right now, yeah. So we'll first mark target that unit,
Yep, I figured so.
and then we will shoot with that unit on that one.
Yep.
Weekend.
Oh yes, please.
Three, -1.
Sixies. Nope.
3, and then -3.
So the D3 does matter,
Yep,
and that's them dead.
yep. And I need to make a test as well. I pass. And it will bounce on the elephant,
Yep.
so -2.
Passes.
Okay.
I've only got Walder Frey to go.
Yep.
You get to pivot with that unit as well.
No, because I killed with a shooting attack, not a close combat attack.
You don't get a surge forward, you still get to pivot.
Yeah, but it died of a panic test, and it's only from a melee attack I think you can pivot.
No, so if you attack with another unit,
Yeah.
right, and you've got 2 units engaging that one, both units get to pivot, one gets to surge forth. It's only if it dies from an ability,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, from an yeah. Okay.
but
yeah.
you shot me, so as far as I'm aware, you're still allowed to.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but
Yeah. Then we do that.
but they can maneuver anyway.
No. Okay. So then it's up to Walder.
Because if I take the horses, it gives you
A point.
so you go to 6, you get 2 for holding the center.
Yeah. So it goes to 8.
You killed a unit, so you get another point for
I
that.
already did this one. So I only have 1 from one of the tokens, and 1 more from you taking a zone. And I killed 3 of your units, right?
Yes.
So I should be all. I am now on 5.
I thought you had more than that.
Don't think so. Because I only scored that one, and one of the ones over there with one of the zones.
Yeah.
So and then 3 of your units.
I think I have to pass
Okay.
with Walder Frey because I don't want to give you too many points ahead.
No. Okay. And then I will just move with Stennis on here in turn.
Here's a wee question. Right. I'm going to move it for the sake of it, right? Do you think you could free maneuver onto that?
No.
No. Okay. No, I was just wondering if you could do a cheeky attack kind of thing and still get the point.
Yeah. And then these will be on there as well. Don't think.
Yeah.
I can move Davos here if I want to, so, because it doesn't matter. Put him like so. So I should be safe. All right, I get 2 more points.
You want to give me a cheeky wee point for taking the horses?
No, sir. But I will lose questions, so you get 5 points for that. The poor man. So.
Huh. That's useless. That's useless. That's useless. You'll never guess my hand.
Okay, and I've got I will one more. Okay. Hup. All right. Last token from Patchy Patch. I think the only one that's now important for me. Did you already play 2 Reckless Strikes? Only one, I think, right? How's Bravado too, I think.
2 Sellsword Bravados, 1 Sellsword Negotiations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, is Reckless Strike in your hand? I think that's the most. No. Okay. It's to you, sir. I will lay down. I think it doesn't really matter anymore, but I cannot play this card anymore because he's already dead.
Pretty much.
Huh?
Pretty much you can't play that one.
Yeah. So let's take this one. All right?
What you should have done was leave him alive.
Sorry?
Leave him alive.
Yeah, well.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, be the first player. So you get 1 point.
Where were
All right. To you, sir.
I'm gonna activate the elephant and charge your archers this time.
Yeah. What can he do something now? Because there's no company unit in the area.
So he has to take a morale check.
Yeah.
On a 6, he failed. On a less, if he fails the panic,
He needs to take a morale test. Yeah.
so he just passes,
Okay. And now we can do an action. Cool.
which is a charge, which is not what I wanted.
Okay.
Right. So
I
he
will-
gets 4 dice.
Yeah,
And
I
you've got
will-
3 ranks, so +1.
Play the Queen's Blade to grab Justice. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Four wins.
4. Okay. And with Vicious.
Yep.
So 8. Pass,
So,
unpanicked.
yeah, real.
Still pass.
You've got this in the bag.
So become panicked and vulnerable. Yeah, we'll activate with these guys.
Are you going to change that token though? Oh no, it's weakened. They
They will bring weaken in, yeah. All good. So
You want to charge him the side instead?
yeah, no, I will probably go here. So he becomes also weakened. 6. And the reroll. Okay, so that's 8 at the moment. I will spend his weaken token to do D3 auto wounds for 3. So it's 3 wounds and then 8 saves with -2.
Oh, shall we build suspense? Build suspense one at a time.
Okay, sure.
Needing a 5 up.
Yeah, sure.
So he
Pass.
gets 1.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Fails that, so
Okay.
that's 1 wound.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pass.
saves 2.
Another
Fails.
one.
So he's got 3 wounds left.
Okay, yeah.
Fails. 2 wounds left. Oh, one
2
wound.
more.
One wound remaining. Is that 1? Aye, that's 7.
Yeah.
Passes.
Yeah.
Passes.
And vulnerable.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's good. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much, Steve.